Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nick Satin, if you do not already know me, and today I'm going to be filming the top 5 beginner scooter tricks that you can learn flat while you are in quarantine. If you do end up enjoying this video, make sure you go down and smash a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new. But first of all, there's one important thing we got to do. We've got to roll the intro, but I'm going to have a new intro soon because the intro song that I use for my intro at the moment is copyrighted, so this might be the last time you see this intro, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Love, love, you're already home. Party's over and you don't look so good.
Ha baby, sina një lately, shkundi muj spam edhe dhe I treti. Sanet po ndrojnë të mu nuk ka një njeti. Faja është jam ama jo bashiketi. Leti shoqet që t'thojnë si avletis shpejtit. Harrojnë si t'bojnë frerë për veti. Mas leti I shkon mi dhonë fun ma para se me pas diçka ma shumë na.
Alrighty, so in today's video, the 5 tricks that I'm going to be teaching you how to do is a tail whip, a bar spin, a heel whip, a 360, and the famous Oreo. You've seen me do an Oreo quite a few times, so today is the day I'm going to teach you. So we are going to get started on the tail whip. So let's get into the nice simple steps to learning the tail whip flat. Alrighty, so just like any of these flat tricks I'm teaching you today, the best thing to do is to find a nice flat surface to do the trick on. That is step number 1, is finding a nice flat surface. That is for every trick I am teaching today. So whether it be a bit of road on your driveway or over at the park at a nice bit of footpath, anything like that, just a nice smooth surface is the first step, and that is a crucial step. Alrighty, so step number 2 of learning the tail whip. I'm already guessing that you can either get the tail whip out of a quarter pipe or you are really close to getting one out of the quarter pipe. So you might already have the motion down, but so I'm just going to quickly go through the motion again. So it's basically just a flick with your back foot. You don't really want to be using your front foot because your front foot's at the front of the deck, and if you try to flick it there, you don't have much leverage to flick the scooter around, whereas if you flick it with your back foot in the back of the deck, you can flick it around a lot quicker. So front foot, back foot, a lot quicker. And with a tail whip flat, just a single tail, your arms and wrists don't really come into play too much. They're just there to hold the bars and make sure you get it around. So don't worry too much about the arm and wrist motion. It's more of control and keeping it under your body. That's the most crucial part of doing a tail whip flat. So step number 2 is just getting that motion down. Practice out the front of your house, just flicking the deck around with your back foot, getting that tail whip motion nice and clean and consistent while just stationary. So once you can do that, you can even do it without looking. Once you get that down, you'll be sweet to be able to go on to step number 3, which is the motion of the tail whip flat on the actual surface that you're going to be doing it on. Alrighty, so step number 3 of doing the tail whip flat, I showed you this in my how to double whip flat on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to do it again for this tail whip flat because it's a very, very good technique to use when learning double whips, tail whips, triple whips, flat, anything like that. So what you want to do is find your flat surface, want to roll up to it, take your front foot off and put it inside, so where your back foot is, and flick the scooter around with your back foot, then jump back onto the deck, and you progressively get less and less of the actual foot down. So you might put a foot down for half the tail whip and jump on, then you might go back and put a foot down for a quarter of it, then jump on, then you might put it down for just a split second and then jump on. So like that. And all that does is help you control the tail whip a lot easier, so it makes it a lot easier for when you take it and actually full send it, you better get it around a lot cleaner. Alrighty, so now it is time to do the tail whip. This is where you combine step 1, 2 and 3 together. So find a nice flat surface, do the motion of the tail whip that you've been practicing on your flat ground, and just get that jump happening, combine them all together, get that tail whip around, stomp it, and we'll move on to the next trick. Let me show you a couple of tail whips. Alright, so now that you've mastered the tail whip, next up we're going to learn how to do the bar spin flat. So bar spin flat is a lot different from the tail whip because you can't really do too many steps in trying to learn it. All you can do is practice the motion and then just full send it to the flat ground. So bar spin flat, I see a lot of kids when they try and do a flat, try and do what they do at the skate park when they learn it the first time and try and passing the bar spin through their hands. that's not going to work when doing it flat because you're not going to have enough time to pass it, get it around and all that. So what's going to happen if you try to do that flat is it's going to get stuck here and you're going to end up doing that, which is not going to end well. You'll break your arm doing that or something like that. So you want to learn how to pass the bar spin through. So you start, whether you do it top side or down side, it's the same concept. So whichever hand you're pushing with, that's going to be your guiding hand. So you want to push with that hand and then release it, but that hand's still going to guide the bar spin around the rest of the way. As soon as you can, grab the bar spin with this hand, pull it around, and then put that other hand on. So this hand guides it around, and the other hand grabs it. So let go, guide, grab. And it's the same with top side. If you push with this hand, it guides it around and grabs it. A trick that you can try and learn is trying to do bar spins one-handed. What's that going to do is that going to help you get guiding your hand around so you can get it around a lot quicker. That's going to help you. I can kind of do it both ways, but I'm struggling with the downside bit because I used to do topside bar spins, so downside I'm still learning how to do them, but I'm slowly getting there. See how I can kind of get there, but I'm not the best at doing it one-handed, but that's all part of practicing and getting consistent at them. But after you do that, you should be able to get them pretty quick both ways, whichever way you do it, top side or downside. The next part is just full sending it to the flat ground that you're going to do it on. So you get that bunny hop high, pass it through. Bunny hop high, pass it through. Same with top side, bunny hop high, pass it through. It's that easy, so let's take it to the flat ground, show you a couple of bar spins, show you what I mean. Alrighty, would you look at that? 2 tricks down, 3 to go. So next up we're going to do the 360, which is another trick that is very hard to teach in stages because it's a lot of just more one motion trick. So basically you want to start off learning how to do a 180 to 180 out on flat ground. I'll post a video over the screen of what that looks like. Basically if you can 360 out of a ramp, you can 360 flat. It's very much the same. So basically what you want to do, my tips for doing a 360 flat is when you take off, you want to try and go on like a little bit of a 45-degree angle. So right up to the ramp and start to turn before you even take off. And what that's going to do is initiate the 360 already. So turn a little bit and I'll get you on a 45-degree angle. So the rest is like a 270 in a way. So then you push off, jump. And what I do is look for your bum. So turn and look for your bum and that'll keep you spinning. Because if you just try and jump and just try and look forward, it's just not going to make you spin. The 360 is you spinning and the scooter following you. So if you do a 360 flat like that and you pretend like you're holding your scooter and look for your bum, it's going to be a lot easier for when you take it to your scooter. It'll be a lot easier to jump up, look for your bum, continue the rotation and then stick it. It's going to take a little while for you to land if it's your first time because you're going to be a little bit uneasy when you land, but over time will get easier and easier. And once, like I said, if you can 180 to 180 out, gradually build on that. So start with a 180, 180 out, then try and go to like a, just over a 180, then try and go to a little, like a 270, then rip it around, get that 360 around. So let's show you a couple of 360s now, and then we'll move on to the next trick, which is a heel whip. Alrighty, would you look at that? We are 3 tricks down, we got 2 left. We've got the heel whip and then the infamous Oreo. So moving on to the heel whip, it's a lot like the tail whip as the steps are the same. So you want to get the motion down, then you can practice that foot thing and then you can move on to sending it flat. So the motion is a lot like the tail whip, just the other way. So you still want to flick with your back foot as that'll give you more leverage. If you flick with the front foot, you don't have as much leverage, so it's going to come around a lot slower. So back foot on the deck, flick it around, practice that flick. Get that flick nice and consistent. Like I said, if you can do it with your eyes shut, then you should be able to get it nice and easy flat. So get that as quick as you can coming around. And then once you do that, your arms don't really come to play on this either like the tail whip. They're just there to stabilize the scooter and keep it under you. So it's just jumping up, flick it around, catch it and landing. So I'm going to show you that technique that I showed you with the tail whip, and we'll go send it flat and get the heel whip flat in less than 30 seconds. It's that easy. Alrighty, so like I said, the tail whip and the heel whip are very much the same, as in the way you can do the steps as the tail whip on the heel whip. So I'm going to show you that foot technique, but it's a little bit different because you can't really put your foot to the inside and then try and heel whip because it's going to hit the back of your ankles and that's going to hurt. So what you want to do is come up, just put your front foot down, then flick the heel whip, then jump on. That's going to make it a lot easier to learn and control the heel whip. So you might start by coming around the whole way, then jumping on, and it's going to feel a lot different from the tail whip because you're going the other way and your scooter deck's coming towards your heel, so it's going to feel a lot weird. So then you might move to a half, and then you might move to a quarter, and so on until you get it. Basically, just tapping your foot on the ground to get a little bit of height. And then next, you're going to full send it, full commit, 2 feet on the deck, and you're going to learn the heel whip flat. Alrighty, here we go. This is how to do the Oreo flat on a scooter. Well, you can't really do it air because it doesn't really work. So this is how you do the Oreo. A lot of people get this trick wrong. They get it so close, but they just get it a little bit wrong. So it's really hard to teach because the motions, you kind of have to do it in one foot motion for it to work. But so basically the first step you want to do is be able to get your scooter down. So basically push your scooter down, keep your feet on the edge of the deck, and just stand there. That's the first step. And then the second step, you want to get your front foot and put your foot on your bar, like just above your clamp. And what that will do is that when you lift it, it'll push the deck up a bit. Next, you want to use your back foot to flick that scooter deck around and get it to the other side. So use it and flick it around to the other side like that. It's very hard to do really slow, so you can't have to do it quickly. So you want to put your scooter down, get that front foot onto your bar, flick that back foot around like that, and then push your foot back on and get your front foot back on the deck. It's a very technical trick, even though I can't get it every go, but once you learn it, you can learn different combos onto it. Like I've learned how to push my scooter down, bring it up, then rewind it back, so then rewind it back and back over. I'll show you me landing that in a second, but basically the Oreo is the first step. You want to get your scooter down. Some people like to bend their scooter around like that and put it down. I don't like to do that, it feels weird, so I usually just push it down, just straight like that, get my feet on, then front foot just above the clamp, and then that will initiate the push, and then your back foot drags it around. Your back foot goes back on the deck, bring your scooter up, front foot on, and then you're right away victorious and knowing how to do the Oreo. Let me show you a couple of Oreos, and let me show you that Oreo rewind thing. It's pretty sick, so let me show you, and then that's gonna end the video. Yeah. Wow, and that is going to conclude for today's video, guys. 5 flat tricks you can learn while in quarantine. Even if you're out of quarantine, you can learn these tricks. Even if it's like your day off riding or something, go out the front, try to practice these flat tricks. Hopefully you learned something today, whether it be that Oreo or anything like that. Leave down in the comments what you did learn, because I really want to see what I taught you guys today. If you want to see another one of these videos, whether it be more easy tricks or some intermediate tricks, even hard tricks, I can do that for you guys. So also leave a comment if you want to see that. Also, if you learn that Oreo and you get a trick added to it, whether it be like a new Oreo trick or something like that, send it to me on Instagram, because I really want to see what you guys come up with if you learn that Oreo. So I did that Oreo rewind, that was pretty sick, but I want to see what you guys come up with. So learn the Oreo, try and learn something onto it, send it to me on Instagram, nick.seddon, and you will get a shout out on my Instagram if you get something really gnarly. So do that, and as always guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.